EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. The rush, he's going to change it up. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And the Rams at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Gets past one man, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, design run here for Ayuk. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Target to his man, likely. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. You look at this Bears defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now 2nd and 3. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Up, let's go. Go.
Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here we go.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Second down and 8. Complete to Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a give. Akers running left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Going right back to Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man, it's his fullback. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, Randall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Fields going to move them around. They'll keep it on the ground. Randall, and some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll run on first down. Randall, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way. There
were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Play fake. Here's Rush. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we
So
go.
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On first down, Randall. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Randall, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, Randall. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Atwell now from his end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for this with Akers. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Randall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fields trying to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Atwell now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On second down, here's Rush. Akers back-to-back catches. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Rush with it on first down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down now for Rush. Rolling to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Throwing here, Rush. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk from 4 yards out. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Randall.
Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 73 yards.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. The Bears offense staying put. And Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Atwell now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Rush working from the gun.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rush.
They'll dump this off to Akers.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Trap 60, 79 Broncos.
Here's Rush on 2nd down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Don't jump. Ready?
This is 2nd and 8.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Randall. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Randall, and he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They go play action with Rush. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Rush.
Oh, nice move. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Rush to throw on 1st down.
Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go, set. Go.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Okay, great. Hurt. Track at 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.